You are now entering Adventure World.
I'm gonna go this way, and on post-production, I'm gonna rotate the plane so it looks like it's going that way. You can do anything in editing. I go by the name Go Edgar. Edgar Solorzano is my government name. And I like to make movies. Ever since I was young, I always liked storytelling. And growing up liking stories, I always believed that every shoe has a story. You know, when we were a kid, we didn't want Jordans because they were just Jordans. We wanted to be Michael. We wanted to be great. And I feel like that's why shoes have a great story. This shoes right here will tell my story. I just want to be clear. If any kids are watching this, you don't need this shoe to be great. You don't need expensive shoes to be great. You know, I'm 28 years old. I couldn't afford this shoe as a kid. Like, don't worry about if you can't afford this shoe, if you can't afford the right pair of shoes. You know, one thing I'm thankful for, it's not for shoes, it's for the stories that I have to tell, the experiences. If you're a kid and you have creativity, use that. Don't worry about shoes. Don't worry about likes. Don't worry about what people say. You know, don't let anyone steal your shine. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do anything. And don't let a pair of shoes make you think that you're worth less than the next human being. Be great and just go chase your damn dreams. At the end of the day, this shoe doesn't mean anything. This is where I'm from. If you look behind me, there's a bunch of cows. There's a big mountain. It's in the middle of nowhere. This is a side of California that no one really sees, but this is where I'm from. This is where I live. To be sponsored by Nike, or the first YouTuber blogger to be sponsored by Nike, that would be the coolest dream. When I was a kid, I wanted my own shoe. You know, shoes and space have been connected forever. We got Back to the Future, we got Space Jam. It's just space and shoes have gone together in filmmaking. And I don't want that part of filmmaking to die. I want to keep the culture going. This is going to be my adventure shoe. And I'm ready to show you guys some of my life. I told my friend I was gonna make this shoe my series shoe, and he knows that I always jump. I become very messy with my vlogs, and he was like, "Solorzano, you're gonna destroy the shoe. You can't do that." And I was like, "You're making the shoe made out of trash way too important." And he started laughing. I think we should make something with Hot Wheels and cars. What if I try to make the biggest Hot Wheel track, and what if we put like a GoPro on this car and see what it does? I feel like that would be a good idea for another episode. Not for this episode, because today we're talking about this shoe right here. And let me tell you that I'm not rich. I don't have all this money, but I can also tell you that I don't spend a lot of money. So I do have some extra money to buy some shoes. I do save my money. I try to be good with finance and all that type of boring stuff. Boring adult stuff. Being an adult is very boring. Super boring. Way too boring. But this shoe is cool. So I'm gonna buy another pair of shoes. One's for me to wear because I like them, and one of them is gonna be for the vlog. This were inspired by space, and you know, Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies. They had a space shoe, and that shoe's $15,000. I can't afford that. $15,000. Like my car is almost $15,000. Why would I pay $15,000 for a shoe? But my idea is to make a video introducing the shoe that I'm gonna be wearing. When I was a kid, I wanted my own shoe. I wanted to go to the NBA, but being short and Mexican, it's not a good way to go to the NBA. Like, my odds were very, very, very out of this world. But I believed, and then my heart got crushed because I'm not in the NBA right now. That was my first dream. I wanted to be an NBA player. Isn't it funny? Sometimes you just believe stuff like that. I believed that I was going to be 7'11", 7'10". I thought I was going to be taller than Shaq. But I didn't. I'm not taller than Shaq. I'm barely taller than Kim Kardashian. Let me tell you guys that this whole video thing, this whole likes, this whole story, everything about this, I just want to remind you guys that none of this matters. I always tell this to myself, none of this matters. Here's why. What matters is that you're alive today and that you make the best of today. If you're not living today, when are you gonna live? Are you gonna wait for tomorrow? You know, today, what do they say? Like, yesterday's tomorrow? It's pretty corny, but it's kind of true in a way.